Michigan fans, Michigan women's hockey is live and on the air. We are live here at the Southside Ice Arena, where it is the Michigan women's hockey team taking on the Aquinas Saints. Coach Ned made the trip out with us. How you doing, Coach?
I'm great. I got headphones at work. I couldn't be happier. I just got to work around this obstructed view as a color guy, so we'll work on that.
There is a post in front of us, but I'm just feeling like old Tiger Stadium is what it is.
There you go.
I can see the pitcher, I can see the hitter, but not both. So
It's like being at Yost on the curved glass.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
I'll just stand up. I sat for 2 hours getting here. I'll stand up. I'm super glad to be here. I missed not being at the last game in that arena. It made sense to not be there, but it looked like it would have been fun, except keeping track of the shots on net for us was too easy.
Yeah, there were not a lot of shots, and the team was so that game has not been entered yet into the ACHA system. So I don't have the official stats in that game, but I think we had 2 shots in the first, 2 shots in the second, versus at Dearborn, and then at the Belfour Center, and then maybe we had 4 in the third.
I think it was less than 10. And there's 2 things that the coaching staff and the girls know. They've got to get more shots on net, and they've got to have more discipline. We can't play a whole period with a shorter player. There's a reason that you each have the same number, and in football you get a penalty for too many. You get an advantage, and we certainly gave up an advantage there, and they're smart enough to know that. But Dearborn gets under our skin. I got to hand it to them. So
yeah, they certainly have that talent, and they are very talented. And Borso is a fantastic goalie, and
still with goals against of less than 1 a game, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's only going to go down because there was 1 goal.
Well, yeah, but
Hung scored
1 and 2, so she's still in our series at half.
Yep, she's at 0.5 in our series.
Now we didn't help her save percentage much in the second game because we didn't get many shots.
Yes. And unfortunately, we appreciate that Dearborn had a broadcast team there. They had issues even having a walkthrough. They had connectivity issues. We would have been sunk. And we would be in trouble today if the Aquinas crew is broadcasting because we are using their internet connection. Yeah. And otherwise, last time I was here was 2019. And we didn't have enough to get an audio broadcast out, let alone video. Yeah. So we are super happy that Southside was very nice. Let us plug in. I have cords everywhere. I apologize. Hopefully no one trips.
We got a liability lawyer on call.
Yeah. So, we got to move last second and get everything over here. But hoping for a big game because this, obviously, on the Monday after Thanksgiving is the old Puckers game. As a fundraiser for the team, but this is the last official regular season game here before the break. So the only other thing we have is the old Puckers game, and then we will.
That must be their semester break too, right? Then?
Yeah, it seems
the
like
last game of the semester. I'm not keeping up with the school schedule. I may be wrong there, but
after that, I think it goes until the 10th or 11th when we're at Indiana Tech. Which you know what? I have a schedule right
and
here.
I believe if you count the numbers
January 10th, yep.
Without any additional games at leagues or nationals, this is at like the halfway point of our season.
Yeah, because with today's game, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
11.
8, 9, 10, 11. So we're right at halfway. As of today, we're at that halfway point.
Wow, that's scary how fast it goes. And I'm not a senior.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I am a
senior,
amazing. But I'm not a senior.
You're not a senior at the university.
That's right.
You may be of the citizen variety, but well, heck, as soon as you turn 50, you now get an AARP card. So
and they're working you when you're 30.
Yeah.
They make you crazy.
But
But I'll take their discount.
Yeah. Well, that's how they have that power is they have that number of people signed up. So taking a look, Michigan, as we pull up with the loss yesterday. Let me pull up here our. So Michigan is 6 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie, 13 points, and Aquinas has no wins, 13 losses, 1 tie, 1 draw. So Michigan hoping to win this one. They did play Aquinas their 4th game of the season. That was an 11-0 win by Michigan. So they're hoping to get some good feelings here to take it into the old Puckers game and take it into the break, so they can come out huge versus Indiana. Maybe wash the taste of that Michigan Dearborn matchup out of their collective consciousness.
I'm kind of trying to forget about it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Aquinas is still a short bench, so we can't look down the bench and think anything of it. We just got to play our game.
Absolutely. As taking a look, they're resurfacing the ice, then everyone will come out. Obviously,
a shout out to Gary Quiddiquit, past head coach of this team. He lives on the west side of the state now, semi-pro golfer. I probably shouldn't say that because he's probably in a different tax bracket if he declared all his winnings. But he's playing in the old Puckers game. He's going to have the honor. I keep him on this roster, so I'm not the oldest. He's going to play this week.
It was great to see, Coach. We appreciate that. Taking a look at the top scorers for this team, Lindahl has 21 points on 14 goals and 7 assists. Carr has 15 points on 10 goals and 5 assists. Secreto has 10 points on 2 goals and 8 assists. And then tied at the number 5 spot, Garbady has 8 points on 5 goals and 3 assists. Cummings has 8 points on 3 goals and 5 assists. Farrell has 8 points on 3 goals and 5 assists. And Malashevsky has 8 points on 2 goals and 6 assists. Taking a look, it is Johns in net today. So Johns, has played 2 games, 1 win, 2 goals against for a .96 goals against average for Johns, and she has a .931 save percentage out there. Von Tersch has played 2 games, 2 wins. She has a 2 goal against average and a .765 save percentage. Schiff has played 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. She has a 2.45 save goals against average and a .932 save percentage. And then Heiserman has played 3 games, 1 win, 1 loss. She has a 2.57 goals against average and an .893 save percentage. Taking a look at Aquinas, we talked about their 0-13 and 1 draw. Their last game was versus Eastern Michigan University. EMU had 73 shots on goal, and Aquinas had 14. So that's a big change there. And it was starting off, Eastern had 3 goals in the first. Lutz scored her 7th of the season. Sitterly with the assist. Lutz scored her 8th of the season, 9:39. Nolan and Cormier with the assist that on a power play. Cormier had her 2nd of the season, that at 11:13. Sitterly had her 8th of the season, starting off the 2nd period at 5:34. Lutz had the hat trick with her 9th of the season from Cormier at 19:35. Then Midenoff had her 4th of the season. It was Sherman for Aquinas between the pipes. I thought she was normally a defender. No, here we go. Sorry. It was Bucket who took the loss. She faced 73 shots on goal, saved 67 of them. And Dottie had the win for Eastern, clearing all 14 shots. Castle is the number 1 scorer for this team. Wears number 25. She has 2 goals and 1 assist. Manon has 2 points on 1 goal, 1 assist. Russo has 1 goal for a point. Clay has 1 goal for a point. Ike has 1 goal for a point. And Weinrich has 1 goal for a point. And then they have 3 players with 1 assist. That would be Krem, Dominchek, and Sherman. Taking a look at their goalkeepers, Dial has played 5 games. She has 3 losses, 1 overtime loss, 7.57 goals against average, and 8.73 save percentage. Bucket has played 11 games, 8 losses, 7.97 goals against average, and an 8.85 save percentage. And then taking a look, she's faced 562 shots, by the way.
I was just going to say her save percentage is very, very good.
Pretty good.
For the number of shots she gets. I mean, nobody wants to have a 7+ goals against, but when you get that many shots, what can you do?
And then Tracy is their throw goalkeeper. She's played 2 games, lost 2 games, 16.47 goals against average and a 7.14 save percentage. So Aquinas with 1 point in the CCWHA, Michigan with 13 points, and Dearborn at the top with 29 points in the CCWHA. Where the power play, we'll talk about this once we hit the power play, but Michigan on the power play is 27.6%, so staying above a quarter. Aquinas is 6.8%. So not incredibly dangerous on the power play. Now they're better than us on the penalty kill. Wolverines are 76.2% on the power play. The Saints are 92.2 on the penalty kill.
Really? 92?
No, sorry, 79. Dyslexic occasionally. 79.2.
Well, that's very good.
So they're 3 percentage points above us in the penalty kill. So kind of what does this team need to do to kind of wipe away what happened on Thursday and Friday, and what do they need to do to get a big win here?
Well, it's kind of like we talked about. We kind of talk about every time. You want to be a goldfish, the old Ted Lasso. You gotta forget about it, and not look at their bench to see how short it is. Just play our game and get back to the fundamentals and discipline and do what we do best. Stay out of the box. Shots on net, crash in the net, move the puck, work on our breakout. I mean, and don't get overconfident just because we smoked them the last time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to beat a team twice.
It is.
And it's the end game. We just got to roll through this one and like you said, get rid of the bad flavor and move into a finals and all that stuff and the holidays with a positive sense of where we're going and the feel of victory.
Absolutely. You wanna come away with a big win here. Again, it's been a few years since we've been out here. I think since 2019 was last time we actually came out to Southside Ice Arena.
I don't know if I've ever been here with the sun shining. I usually have freezing rain.
And I feel like every time we've left here, we've come back in a snowstorm. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it has 51 degrees right now. So that is pretty darn awesome.
Yeah, I'll take it.
By the way, we want to thank
Good
Mr.
crowd here.
Mike Butler, normally our director. He is taking care of our boy Harmon at home, so we can drive all the way out here and drive back. So he's watching some Lions football on my TV. So that's great.
I hope he's enjoying that Lions game as much as me.
Probably not. As you as a Packers fan, that probably works out a little better for you.
Oh, and now the Bears are losing. Oh, my goodness.
What time do your Packers play?
They're playing now.
Oh, okay.
They're up 10-6 against the Vikings. Detroit's getting back into it. It's 2014 now. So
that's better.
We got an NFL. We get in trouble if we give NFL scoreboard?
I don't believe so, no.
What was it, the one thing we couldn't mention one year? The Final Four, the Frozen Four? There was something that we weren't allowed to mention.
Well, you're not officially allowed to say.
The S-Bowl.
The S-Bowl, you're not officially allowed to say. That's why all of those commercials say the big game, because they have trademarked the living, and they are probably more litigious about that than Disney is about their stuff.
We're at a little rink in Flint, Michigan, in east of Flint, and I can't say the S-Bowl word.
Now, I'm sure they won't go after us, but still.
They can take everything I've got. They'll come up. The cost of the lawyers will be more than they'd get.
Is taking a look. It looks like it is going to be Bucket in goal for the Saints.
I think that's who we played against last time, isn't it?
I believe so.
Because I made all kinds of great comments.
as they're doing a prayer, as it is the Aquinas game. Now, the stars for Michigan. Shaw skates out to the blue line. Also skating out Bobby. And then Dilla. Kolich from the defensive side. Ceballos skating out to the blue line. And Johns in that, and you can tell she's from the Grand Rapids area as just a little bit of excitement for her.
She gets a home crowd cheer.
She does indeed.
Johns have packed the place.
So, Dominchek out. Ike skating out, as well as Lindbeck. Cram. Weinrich skates out to the blue line. And Bucket in the net. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the playing of the national anthem.
Let's go.
As we're about to get ready to go, and forgive me, I couldn't find my roster from last time we played them at Yost, and we were moving our gear, so I didn't get a chance to double check the pronunciation. So if I'm messing up some of the Aquinas pronunciations, please forgive me.
Boy, the Dearborn guys didn't worry about that.
They did not. They did not. It's okay. They had some different pronunciations for their players than the coach gave us. So yeah,
I was going to mention that too, and there's a reason why I usually go with first names.
Yeah.
Not only because I know the girls, but also because I get so much grief when I mutilate them.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I do my best.
I'd be getting pucks shot at my shins if I mutilated them.
Well, I don't want to get anyone's grandmother like Dominchek. I think might be a little different than what I think it is, but please forgive me. I hope I have most of the rest of them.
The good news is we haven't gotten any trouble recently for calling a girl by a nickname that she asked us to call her that her grandmother didn't like.
Indeed.
Miss Matthews. Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready right at center as that puck comes back to the Aquinas blue line. Taking it in along the near boards is Weinrich. Weinrich trying to move it down the near boards as Michigan brings it in. Schaub sends it into the near corner. Dominchek has it. Going back behind her own goal, coming along the far boards. That fed ahead, tipped back, trying to get to it. Holding it in is Schaub. Schaub gets it back into the far corner as Bobby takes it back behind the goal. That right off the back of the goal. Trying to pull that away is Cram. Coming down the far boards is Weinrich. Weinrich moves it into the neutral zone. That puck back into the Michigan end. Picked up by Ceballos. Ceballos coming down the near boards. Trying to avoid pressure by Dominchek. Now coming ahead is Dilla. Dilla over mid into the zone. Dilla
nice
stops,
drop.
moves it over to shot by Cummings. A save by Buckets.
That was a nice shot. She had that top corner.
19-12 left to go here in the first.
First shot on net. Nice little play. I see us being cautious at the points right now and not pinching, but I'm guessing before the game's over, we're going to start doing more of that.
Face-off in the near face-off circle as that comes back along the near point. McGough trying to hold it in.
I rest my case, she just did.
As McGough eligible for today despite a 5-minute major and a 10-minute misconduct in the last game. So happy to have her back with the team as that puck, Secreto has it in along the far board. And here comes McGough. McGough at the blue line. McGough feeds it ahead. That pulled away by Castle, but trying to bring it in. And fire back deep by Cummings as that will slip right at the near point. Here comes Garbady. Garbady trying to get to it into the near corner. Garbady goes back behind the goal underneath the far circle. Garbady.
I like that short side.
Moves it back to the far point. Garbady. Over to McGough. McGough takes a shot as that one a save by Bucket. Picked up back behind by Lindahl. Lindahl has it outside the far circle. Lindahl.
Oh, walking in.
Moves it over. Nice. Secreto back. There's a shot and a save by Bucket.
Nice cycle. That looked good.
18-14 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far at the Southside Ice Arena, just south of Grand Rapids here, home of the Aquinas Saints.
So it looks like they may be going with
Malashevsky trying to win that one. That fired back by Ferris. Malashevsky has it outside the far circle. Malashevsky gets it over to Farrell. Now Malashevsky underneath that near far circle, trying to set it up for Lindahl. And back. Malashevsky has it in along the end board now. Feeding it over underneath that far circle to Lindahl. That right through the slot. Coming down the near boards. Here comes the Saints. That picked up by Malashevsky. She moves it over. Fired ahead down the far boards and in deep into the far corner. Farrell has it there. Farrell trying to fire it out in front. As Lindahl trying to get piece of it, but it wouldn't settle down. Metz, top of the near circle with that shot. That's sticked away by Bucket. Picked up by Weinrich right back behind the goal. Weinrich coming down the far boards. And puck into the neutral zone. Trying to pull that away is Malashevsky. And picked up. Lindahl trying to feed it ahead. Malashevsky has it right in front of the Saints bench.
They're not going to be afraid to be physical with us. They're lining us up.
Puck in along the near boards. Weinrich sends it into the neutral zone. Coming the other direction is Ike. And knocked away. Here comes Hung. Hung, who had the lone goal of this weekend for Michigan. And back to Hung, top of the near circle.
Saw her parents here. That's great.
Absolutely.
Coming in from Ann Arbor.
Always appreciate all the fantastic fans and family who travel.
Screen.
There's a blast by Phillips. That comes back.
Nice block.
Headed the other direction. Here comes Aquinas as the Minchuk has it, firing it all the way deep into the Michigan zone.
I like the back check Michigan's putting on him. That's good.
Phillips has it underneath the far circle of her own zone, trying to fire it ahead. Picked up as Gordon races down. Tipped away from her. Gordon trying to get it back. That brought into the zone. As that pulled around back there by Clark.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Coming in. Here comes Carr. Carr makes a nifty move. Coming in. Shot. And
it's
a
behind
good
her.
save by Bucket as it slipped past but not over the goal line.
Meanwhile, that defender is trying to figure out what just hit her.
Castle fires it in deep into the Michigan zone. Secreto back behind her own goal. Gathering it up there, Secreto into the near corner. Now that puck right at the near point. Trying to hold it in is Lindbeck. That'll go just behind the Michigan goal. Trying to fire it out in front with Spark. Lindbeck trying to put a shot on goal and a save by Johns.
That worked out better than I was afraid it was going to.
15:48 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Face off in the far face-off circle. That is to John's left.
Pretty full rink, but there's still seats. I will warn you to dress warm. It's a winter day in this rink.
It is. Dilla in to take the face-off versus Dementia. That puck right back behind the goal. Michigan controls, feeding it into the far corner. That brought ahead by Bobby. Bobby held in at the far point.
Oh, clear.
Now trying to send it back. There's a shot by Aquinas, steered back behind. As there's a goal. Aquinas fires it in. Wow. And they will have the first goal of the game. They take a 1-0 lead.
We don't have replay today, do we?
We do not, but that was number 11, which would be Clay, who put that in.
I didn't see it because I was notching their second shot on net, and it happened quickly. I have no color to add to that there, Mark. You'll have to.
It was on the side of that. I think it just they poked at, and put it in.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
That's a side that we can't see.
As that
that ought to be a wake-up call.
So I believe we did shut them out last time we played them. As Dilla has it right back behind the goal. Bobby trying to get to it. As the puck into the far corner. Schaub trying to dig it out. Schaub outside the far circle. Put back to Bobby. Bobby in along the end boards underneath that far circle. Bobby sending us. There's a shot that got blocked out in front.
They're being very passive and let us have the puck in the corners. If we can give it to a person in a deep slot, we're going to be okay.
Schaub ends up down on the ice. That puck in along the near boards. McGough trying to hold it in. That comes back out in along.
She's hurt.
Into the Michigan zone. Ferris feeding it down the far boards. As that coming
back. Here we
back,
go. She's open.
Racing in. There's a shot as the rebound comes. And
I think she planned that rebound to be there for her.
Just wouldn't settle down for Cummings as that puck. Now back into the Michigan end. Phillips trying to get to it down the near boards. Garbady trying to grab it. Now Phillips trying to poke it away as that's sent in by Weinrich. Puck down the near boards of the neutral zone. Cummings trying to grab it away from Dominchek. Dominchek hands it back in their own zone. Now racing ahead. That fired by Sherman into the Michigan end. Ferris has it. Metz has it back behind her own goal. Metz moving it down the near boards. Cummings touches it over to the far side. Racing in with it as that's grabbed, trying to move it over. Right back behind. Garbady has it into the near corner.
Who's in front? Oh, we're on a change.
So Cummings trying to go out in front to take it. Puck into the corner. Fired right out in front. Dominchek backhands it right to the blue line. But Ceballos sends it back deep into the near corner. Gathered up as Sherman puts it right back into the far corner. Now it rims around the near boards. Trying to feed it out of there is Clark. Puck held in now. Dominchek feeds it. Still hung it again by Lindahl. Shot there. Somehow Bucket gets a save.
That's not the one you let him lay it on her stick.
And the far face-off circle back to the near point.
Screen.
Ceballos trying to tip it out in front. There's a blast by Farrell and a save.
Wow. Love the shot that was a pass off the low on the pads.
As Garbady out there with him, she'll change and Malashevsky will come on, completing the Lindahl-Farrell-Malashevsky line. Lindahl right off the side of the net. That back in along the end boards. And sent back to Ceballos at the near point. Ceballos moves it outside the near circle. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl with the shot.
Wow, she's going to get a workout tonight.
In along the far boards. Kolwich with it. Kolwich goes back behind. Underneath the near circle. Kolwich back to the near point to Ceballos. There's a shot that went off of a skate. Held in, and now that slips out. Good attempt by Kolwich, but that puck just had a little weird bounce. Here comes, stolen away. Trying to get to Lindahl.
Step up on those.
Here comes
Don't let her
Castle
shoot.
on the far circle. She's the leading scorer for the team. And off the side of that, loose St. John's
tipped right into
up.
her chest. Wow. Good save.
12:31 left to go here in the first. 1-0. Aquinas with the lead.
12 shots to 3. The ones that count, 1-0 on the board.
Face-off in the far face-off circle. At DeJohn's left. Malashevsky in to take the face-off. Dominchek on the other side. That puck right back into the neutral zone. Cram has it there. Cram. That's stolen away. Here comes Lindahl on a breakaway. Lindahl with a shot and Bucket with a save.
My goodness, I'm impressed.
Bucket has been very, very good thus far. Puck coming ahead with it. Here comes Dominchek. Dominchek has it poked away. Malashevsky down the near boards trying to get it out. That's sent into underneath the near circle. Secreto firing it into the neutral zone. Here comes Michigan racing down the far boards.
Nice move.
And is trying to get to it. Back in the far corner is Farrell. Farrell moves it back to the far point. Now over. McGough has it. Top of the near circle. Shot there. Good save as Bucket is good at closing down the 5-hole. Sherman has it back behind. Sherman trying to avoid Hung. Hung trying to peel that puck away.
Nice play.
And pulled back by Lindbeck. Lindbeck has it down the near boards. Held in by McGough.
Breakaway.
Now that pull
she
the
could
other
get it
direction.
to 16. Oh, good job.
Dominchek.
Manami got on her and staved the breakaway.
as a big opportunity, but good
They're cherry
getting back
picking.
to it. 11:30 left to go here.
We've given them life. We've given them hope.
Absolutely. Face-off in the far face-off circle just outside of the Aquinas zone. Castle in to take the face-off versus Gordon. That puck back, trying to fire it ahead is Ferris. Now Castle has it in the high slot of her own zone. Intercepted, trying to pull it through was Carr. Now Gordon into the far corner. Back to Carr, trying to get it to Hung as it wouldn't settle down. Spins right outside the blue line as Michigan and Aquinas player got tied up. Here comes Hung, trying to bring it back into the zone. Hung, top of the near circle. Richter. Oh, she almost got the upper left-hand corner, but a good save by Bucket.
And she made it from point blank. The defenseman let her walk right in. I don't know. Her reflexes are fast.
Metz coming
nice
over,
pass.
now pulled in by Gordon. She sends it in along the end boards, trying to get past Castle. Picked up by Weinrich, right back behind her own goal. Into the far corner, trying to dig that puck out of there is Carr. Carr has it. Now that backhanded all the way back to the far point, held in by Phillips.
Give it to Carr.
Carr into the slot, trying to work her way through as that got tipped away down the near boards.
I would advise her to take that one as a quick slam.
10:30 left to go here.
Here we go.
Now coming ahead. Here comes Carr. Carr trying to make a move as she's taken off the puck.
That's a good play, actually.
Trying to fire it deep is Dilla. Now grabbed by Phillips. Phillips banks it down the near boards. Dilla races in, trying to get to it. Now that's sent right
at the
back
ref.
into the neutral zone. Indeed. Not sure what the ref did to earn that ire, but boy.
He's wearing the stripes. That was right at his head. Thank goodness it was just a lob.
Speaking of people with quick reflexes, the ref
ducked out of that way of that one.
Face-off just outside of the Aquinas zone in the near face-off circle. 10:09 left to go. Here in the first, 1-0 Aquinas with the lead. Puck right at center. That was a burner. Back to Kolwich now coming in. Down the far boards. Bobby trying to fire it back deep. Bobby into the far corner. Cram trying to pull that away. Bobby still digging.
Use your points.
Now Cram firing it down the far boards. Plate gets it to the far point, but that's held in by Michigan.
Oh.
Bobby centering attempt. That into the slot. Now back right to the near point. Trying to hold it in there was Phillips. That puck into the near corner. Dilla has it there. Right out in front. Bobby trying to fire it in.
Oh,
my. And they do not call it a goal. They're going to say that she had it and they blew the whistle before it went in.
I'm not sure that's possible. Oh, well.
9:34 left to go. This is a 3 official system, right?
Yeah, 3 official, one wearing the orange. Coach is talking to what happened down there as far as whether it was a goal or not.
Now that tip, Sacredo trying to hold it in at the far point. Fired back into the far corner.
This game's not ending 1-0. Let's be honest. We're gonna.
And we certainly hope as that puck on the far circle shot there. Bucket with a save. There's a blast from Ceballos that goes into the near corner. Outside the near circle, Kalis trying to move it over. Kalis battling on that near circle, now coming away down the near boards. Here comes Dominchek. Into the zone, Dominchek outside the near circle, the Michigan zone. That fired in along the far boards. Michigan player lost an edge. Garbady has it back behind her own goal.
Wow.
Now down the near boards. Being brought ahead. Cummings, nope, that fired. Intercepted down the far boards as Kalis trying to get to it. Now that puck brought in by Michigan. Sent right back into the neutral zone. Sacredo at her own blue line, trying to turn with it, getting it to Cummings. Cummings taken down as that puck fired back.
They're going to let him play.
Sacredo. They are indeed.
Let him play.
Right back behind the goal. That's Weinrich heading up. Yep, that is Weinrich. Weinrich coming down the near boards. Knocked down. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl has 2 players in front of her. Lindahl coming in. Good poke check to send it in along the end boards. Good defense back there.
That was a
Aquinas.
Total check after she took the puck away. Wow.
But yes. Trying to fire that deep as Farrell. Now that puck down the near boards. McGough has it back at her own blue line. McGough trying to slip through traffic. McGough gains the zone. McGough outside the far circle and back trying to knock that away as they'll come right back into the neutral zone with 7:50 left to go.
For dropping back.
Malashevsky back, sends it in along the far boards. Now Lindahl trying to bring it ahead. Lindahl
That'll be
In on the far
Emily all by
circle, into the
herself.
far corner, trying
There
to
we
fire
go.
it up.
Sam.
Has it with a blast.
Oh!
As that one into the far corner there. Hung
Field
trying
goal
to get
attempt.
to it.
That might be our first icing.
That'll come all the way back, and it will be icing. 7:28 left to go here.
16 shots, 16-3.
It's Michigan with lots of shots, but Bucket has been up to the task. Michigan just hoping if they can get one past her, they can open up the floodgates.
There's no hole in that bucket.
There is not. She is, very, very solid. Puck fired by Metz. A good save again by Bucket. As now into the near corner, Weinrich has it pulled away. As here comes Hung. Hung has it back behind her own goal. Hung trying to feed it out in front. Hung. Battle with Cram is Hung down on the ice.
Oh, turn and shoot. Turn and shoot.
Gordon has it. Gordon moves it onto the far circle. Here comes Carr. Carr trying to work it through. That's poke checked away from her. Castle has it back behind. Rims it all the way around the boards. Metz trying to hold it in, but now coming ahead with it. Good job by Phillips to knock it away as there was an opportunity by Brousseau. And puck ahead. Castle gains the Michigan zone. Poked right away. Now coming the other direction. Here comes Michigan. Gordon gains the zone. And offside the call.
This game's physical. It
is indeed.
They're trying to deal with Michigan's speed with physicality, and it's working. I just wonder how long before there's a call.
Face off just outside of the Aquinas zone. Gilla taking it. That back. Now feeding it ahead is Kolwich. Kolwich trying to get into the zone, but Dominchek pulls it away. Now it's back into the Aquinas end. Ricochet off the near boards. Trying to pick it up is Ike. Ike trying to move it forward. Michigan trying to pull it away. That comes in. Dominchek gains his zone.
Offsides.
And all the way into the near corners. Dominchek has to touch up as offsides. Now coming ahead is Kolwich through
Kara
center ice.
run.
Kolwich
She's
coming down the far boards.
pissed.
Kolwich. Top of the far circle with a shot. Oh, just missed. Just missed that near post.
Good for her. She took that a long ways. Now she's back.
Here
Good.
comes Ike racing the other direction. Kolwich tips that as Ike down on the ice. Again, they're letting them play. Dilla outside the near circle. Dilla goes back behind the goal. Tries to slip
to
it
go
in
short side.
off
Good
the
for her.
side. And
It's a hand pass, but that's
defensive.
okay in the defensive zone. Smart play, actually. Uh-oh. Is that Kara?
That would be a good question.
Yeah.
That's Schaub
Yeah.
who's going out. Yep. Trying to fire it back deep is McGough.
She took a bad hit, bounce.
McGough feeds
earlier.
it. Yeah, that's no good. We hope she's all right as Cummings has it in the far corner. Cummings is pulled off the puck. Now that drifts right back. McGough racing back to get it. McGough has it.
Smart play.
Good job because she had two Saints bearing down on her.
Yep.
Now that puck brought in by Kalis. Right back the other direction. Here comes Weinrich. Weinrich gains his own. Weinrich outside the far circle.
Strong move.
Secreto trying to poke that away. Now Clark trying to get to it. And puck outside the far circle. Now rimmed right back. Metz has it underneath the near circle. Metz trying to move it down the near boards. As that puck into the far corner. Coming ahead with it. Secreto moves it sharply down the ice. Michigan retouching as that comes right back into the neutral zone. Garbetti trying to get to it. Now that puck in along the near boards. Here comes Cummings. Cummings outside the near circle. Cummings trying to work her way through. And tipped away and moved right back into the
Far
neutral
side.
zone.
Oh, she's open
And
on the far
moved
side.
all the way back into the Michigan zone deep. Malashevsky trying to get to it. Trying to get to that before Brousseau can as that puck down the far boards right in front of the scorer's bench. Gathered up there by Weinrich right at her own blue line. Weinrich trying to feed it ahead. Here comes Malashevsky into the zone.
Got Julia.
Outside the far circle trying to fire it out in front. That goes right back behind the goal. Lindahl into the near corner. Lindahl feeding it to Malashevsky. Malashevsky comes onto the near circle. Shot there. Oh, it hit the crossbar. Another shot by Lindahl. That pops up high. And trying to pull it back. Here comes Phillips. Phillips
Tip.
trying to get a tip out in front by Lindahl. That comes all the way into the far corner and swept back into the neutral zone. Ferris has it. Ferris trying to fire it deep right back in. Picked up back behind by Manon. Manon down the near boards. Grabbed by Phillips. Phillips holds it in at the near point. Phillips. And that comes back to the Michigan blue line. Gathered up there by Ferris. Ferris knocks it off of the far board, right in front of the bench. Battle for it. Is now bringing it back deep as Gordon trying to avoid pressure by Ike. And puck down the near boards.
I like our speed. I just want them to protect themselves and keep using it.
Dominchek trying to pull it away in the near corner. Now Ike trying to dig it out there and center it, as that'll slide right back into the Aquinas zone. Icing waved off as it was sent back by Aquinas. Picked up by Sherman, back behind her own goal with 2:55 left to go. 1-0, Aquinas with the lead. Colwich trying to get to it. Now Gordon knocking away at it. That puck back and along the end boards. Spinning with it is Sherman in the far corner. Sherman. Puck trying to pull it away was hung. And sent back and now tipped back into the neutral zone. 2:34 left to go here in the first. Here comes Hung. Hung trying to gain the zone. Moves it over. Carr with it. Carr making a move and a shot and
That had all the steam on it.
It looks like Michigan has adjusted to try and go up high on Bucket. At least they have the last couple times. Weinrich trying to feed it down the far boards.
They're also adjusting to not being in too tight on her because there's a lot of big bodies right in front that are making it hard.
Ceballos has it. They do have a large defense who's good at getting block shots and making it difficult. They're picking up. Bobby has it outside the far circle. Now Dilla trying to pull it away. Bobby trying to weave through traffic.
Point.
And poked back to Ceballos at the blue line. Ceballos with a shot. That one, lots of traffic out in front. But Bucket again, that on the side, and Bucket covers it up. As trying to poke it in there, and it just almost went in.
Less than 2 minutes, 21 shots. She's got to be tired. Of course, she's probably
at some
conditioned.
point Bucket has to be, but she's got to be running on some adrenaline right now. Puck, grab, McGough moves it back to the far point. Shot there, deflected. 1:40 left to go. Coming ahead with it here comes
Step up.
Clark has it poked. McGough trying to get to it. Now that brought back in deep into the Michigan zone with 1:30 left to go. Puck right back behind the goal. Coming ahead down the far boards. Racing ahead with it. Trying to move it over to Bobby. That fed ahead by McGough. Now bringing it in. There's a blast by Malashevsky into the far corner. Malashevsky trying to dig that out.
Right out.
1:10 left to go. As that puck back
go.
behind, trying
nice
to get
tip.
it to Malashevsky. And sent back. Shot by Phillips from the far point goes into the near corner. 1 minute left to go here in the first period. 1-0. Aquinas with the lead. McGough has it at her own blue
Got
line.
him on a change.
And coming ahead with it down the near boards. McGough spins with it. McGough trying to work her way in. McGough comes in. McGough taking a shot. As there's a good save by Bucket, but a good blast by McGough. Garvady watching the near point. Now Kalis into the far corner. Outside the far circle. 35 seconds left to go. Boy, you'd love to see Michigan tied up before the intermission. As that coming right back behind the goal. And trying to fire it out in front to Cummings. Cummings with a shot that went off of.
To get her big shot off.
And that went off of the back of a defender's skate.
Walk out.
Out in front now. The puck underneath the near circle. 16 seconds left to go. Back to the near point to McGough, who feeds it down the near boards. And puck will go all the way down.
Nice try. They're trying to sneak a defenseman into the slot.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it for the first. As it is Aquinas with the lead, 1-0 at the end of one. As
23-3 in shots for Michigan.
So 23-3 shots, Michigan with that lead, but on the big board it's Aquinas with the 1-goal lead. So Michigan will head into the locker room. They'll see if they can continue the shot barrage on Bucket, but hopefully they can get something behind the net. So what do you think Michigan needs to do besides continuing to shoot to try and get a goal here?
They got to keep doing the same thing they've done. just try not to hold their sticks too hard and overthink it. I mean, it's okay sometimes to just dump it in front and hope that it bounces off, because we've obviously coming on to a very, very good goalie. So I didn't see anything that I would particularly change there. I mean, 23-3, come on. We're gonna hold the fort and figure that sooner or later we get to them.
And it's not like they're all weak shots or anything. There was some really good shots in there.
Yeah.
That bucket just did a fantastic job of saving them. So Michigan will see if they can find their way on the scoreboard in the second period. We'll play a little bit of the Michigan Marching Band. We'll be back out, try and give an intermission scoreboard report. You're watching Michigan Women's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. at the first intermission here at Southside Ice Arena, and it is 1-0. Saints have the lead. Let's take a look at a few scores from Friday. Other scores besides the Michigan Dearborn game: 14-1 Montana over University of Washington. It was Eastern Michigan beating this Aquinas team 6-0. Davenport, Michigan State beat Davenport 5-0. It was UMass beating Colorado State 4-1.
Where was that game?
That one was at UMass.
Oh, UMass, okay.
And it was Arizona State beating Grand Canyon 5-2. Maryville beat Indiana Tech at Indiana Tech 4-0. It was Liberty over Minot State 3-0. Adrian blanked Miami 2-0. No score reported between Niagara and McKendree. Taking a look at action yesterday, it was Montana 12-1 over University of Washington. It was a final in overtime. Rhode Island beating Colorado 3-2. Midland put it on Minnesota 14-1. It was Eastern beating Aquinas 5-3. So a lot closer that second game, which would be yesterday. So this is their third game in a row. And
probably if they and the same goalie.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Holy moly.
See if we can, it's not saying there, but that's okay. Here we go. I think I can get it off of this link. As taking a look at the goalkeepers. Yeah, it was Bucket. It was Bucket.
Wow.
And again, she faced 72 shots yesterday. That was the game I pulled up.
Well, she could easily face 70 this game.
Oh,
if we get 23 a period.
Michigan State beat Grand Valley by a score of 3-2. It was Arizona State over Grand Canyon 4-2. Maryville beat Indiana Tech 4-2. And it was Liberty over Minot State, sweeping them 3-0. That's not going to hurt them in the ratings. Adrian 1-0 over Miami University over in Gogan Ice Arena.
Wow.
And again, Niagara McKendree, the score not reported. Let's see if there's anything today. Probably not, as this is a matinee game. Jamestown beat Liberty.
Really?
That's what it says here. Final in overtime, 4-3. Jamestown over Liberty.
At
and
Liberty?
It was at Jamestown, but Jamestown is 5-9-1-0. So that's Liberty's.
Taking them a little lightly, maybe putting in a twiner they didn't.
Maybe Liberty is 16-0-0-1, so the one is the one overtime loss. That's interesting. Yeah, other goals, other scores. McKendree's at Miami University, Colorado at Rhode Island, Midland at Minnesota, and Grand Valley at Michigan State. Ooh, gosh, that one was scheduled at 9:30 in the morning. Oh, that's a rough Sunday morning. I mean,
welcome to Mund.
I know hockey's like a religion to a lot of people, but 9:30 in a Sunday morning is tough. That is not easy. I would not be anywhere near as happy and peppy.
I would rather play then than at 10 o'clock at night.
Fair enough.
Okay, we got to get. I would say we got to get shots. That's not what we got to get.
We got to get behind Bucket, who is been
take her
very,
eyes
very
away.
good.
Got to take her eyes away. Got to make her so she can't see something.
And so everyone, Aquinas heading out onto the ice.
I'm going to rally us by sitting down, Mark.
There you go. I'm going to try and stand up because I feel like I'm very much in everybody's way here.
I'm going to hope that I can make it up or see things or make up what I say.
There you go. Dominchek in to take the face off. Clay to the near side.
Well, Riley
John skates down to the right.
Riley must have moved down to the other end for shots.
That's fair. That is fair. As we are underway, puck back to the Aquinas blue line. Now coming down the near boards. Trying to feed it back. Battle for right in front, right at center ice. As trying to pull that ahead was Garbady. That pulled right back. Ceballos has it into the near corner, trying to avoid pressure. Gets it over to Garbady, knocked away. Ceballos gets it back, trying to avoid Dominchek. Now trying to get past Weinrich. That puck down to the blue line. Weinrich picks it up into her own zone, feeds it into the near corner. As that is pulled around by number 13, who I do not have on my roster. We'll see if we can get a name. That's going to be Wallace. So I will add that to my roster.
switching up the lines a little bit. We got Julie out there with.
Lindahl trying to put it out in front.
Oh, it's
and
open
Bobby
net.
was trying to dive and get to it. So Lindahl back, top of that, and that slips back into the neutral zone. Picked up by Kolwich. Kolwich trying to move down the far boards. Kolwich trying to feed it ahead. And puck intercepted. Weinrich gets it down the near boards. Now that fed ahead by Clay. Dominchek comes in, top of the far circle. Poked away. Good defense by Michigan, but sent right back. Michigan pulls it down the far boards. Racing back to get to it is Farrell. Farrell sending it down the near boards, trying to get to Malashevsky. Puck in the Michigan zone. Dominchek trying to fire it back deep as that goes right back behind. Underneath the near circle. Ferris trying to feed it ahead. Now Malashevsky fires it down the far boards. That's picked up and sent the other way by the Saints. Trying to feed it in was Brusso. Now coming in, Dominchek outside the far circle. And that is going to be a tripping call.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's the first penalty of the game, I believe.
It is indeed.
Can you get over there and straighten that scoreboard? It's going to bother me the whole game.
These are things that I do not have the ability to do, unfortunately.
Especially with that 1-0 for them up there, it's bothering me. Okay, now we got to kill it.
So tripping the call, Michigan on the penalty kill. Castle wins the face-off. McGough moves it in along the near boards and trying to fire it ahead.
Good time for a shorty.
That all the way back. Cram picks it up. Gordon trying to knock that away. Cram sending it down the far boards. Intercepted, sent right back in by Carr.
She had almost had a flat tire on that return.
Now fed ahead by Manon. McGough has it underneath the near circle of her own zone, trying to avoid Ike. Ike following her. Puck, here comes Hung. Hung gets it ahead. Gordon racing down the far boards. Gordon into the zone. Gordon, top of the far circle, into the near corner.
Smart play.
Gordon sends it back to the far point. Shot there. Trying to get to it is Hung, but that's steered away by Weinrich.
Nice shot. We almost had the rebound.
Indeed. Weinrich moves ahead to Dominchek. Dominchek right at center ice. That knocked down, but brought in by Castles. McGough trying to knock it away. McGough into the near corner with Castle. Trying to center it. That puck now comes. Good job by Johns to steer it right back behind Secreto, battling for that puck. Secreto underneath the far circle, trying to avoid Ike. Now that lifted, and that'll go back into the neutral zone.
Manami's fast enough to get there.
As Weinrich was trying to hold it in, and the puck just took a bad bounce. Now Wallace fires it down the far board. Secreto with it. Secreto trying to move it ahead, and that will end up being offside. Could not have been icing because, it's offside. They saw something I did not.
Have you seen Kara yet? Is she back on the bench?
I have not. I'll keep an eye out for it.
They're going to say that was an intentional offsides and put it in the far end.
All righty, so intentional offsides. And they'll put that into the far end.
They may be talking
right.
about it. Okay.
As that puck in along the far boards, they'll be back into the neutral zone. Picking it up there, trying to moving ahead was Sherman. Down the far boards, Dominchek tries to put it deep into the Michigan zone.
Wow.
As Phillips moves it right back into the neutral zone and ends up taking a little punishment for that as that puck will come onto the net. John steers it into the near corner. Metz pulls it back behind the Michigan goal. Metz feeding it down the far board, held in as that shot will be deflected right out in front. Here comes Garbady. Garbady moving it ahead. Now Wallace moves it across the ice, picked up. Fed ahead by Sherman. That puck down the near boards. Penalty has expired. Metz feeding it all the way around the far boards. Trying to pick it up as that comes back to the far point. Held in by Weinrich. Now Michigan down the far boards, right to center. Weinrich intercepts it. And moved away by Schaub.
Yeah, she's back.
Yep, Schaub is back. There goes that puck coming ahead.
Whoa.
And that covered up by Bucket.
Little miscommunication by the Saints there. That looked close.
Face-off in the far face-off circle. That the Bucket's left. Dilla in to take the face off.
Nice.
Play on the other side. That moved back to the far point. Trying to move it back into the neutral zone. Ferris has it. Ferris coming down the near boards. Ferris trying to feed it ahead. Now here comes Dill on the near circle.
Nice
into
pass.
The slot.
Yes.
Shot there and a goal. Schaub with the goal.
Nice shot.
At 15:33.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice pass.
Good job finding a way past bucket.
Yeah, put it right up off the, looks like it was off the pipe and the even top bar. Hard to see from this angle with the pole in my way, but that's what I'm
Hey,
guessing.
Riley, I have a table. You want to use that? Perfect. Just trying to help out the team with shots.
Well, that makes the scoreboard look better.
It does one to one.
It's not as crooked. Well, got her bell ring, and she's back at it, feeling better now.
Puck back to the far point, held in there. Now Ferris in along the near boards, skittering puck. That fired back into the near corner. And trying to fire it out in front. That puck back to Schaub, now outside the near circle. Held in by Ferris, right back behind the goal.
Boy, they are passive on this. This is not a power play.
As Dilla gets it back to the far point.
Like she's going to shoot from there.
Top of the far circle, blast there by Caitlis. Is that puck outside the near circle?
Depending on their goalie for shots like that.
Still battling as that puck into the near corner. Weinrich trying to get it out there. Now Castle trying to get it out there. Gordon battling tough. Into the far corner. Wallace bringing it ahead. And knocked down. Hung trying to keep it into. Hung going right back behind the goal. As that moved onto the far circle. Grabbed by Ferris. Ferris over at the far point. And it's sent back by McGough onto the near circle. Hung trying to get to it. Hung moves it back to the near point to Ferris. Ferris with a shot. As that deflected by Bucket.
We're beating them to all these pucks.
Carr outside the far circle. Carr trying to battle. I do love to see Michigan get into all those loose pucks. It's great. Yep. Onto the far circle. That tipped. Moved back as Hung trying to get to it outside the far circle. Good job, though. Hold it in by McGough. That'll go back into the near corner.
They can't change. They're getting gassed.
Sherman trying to move it out of the way. Carr battling back there. As that puck now, here comes Aquinas as they feed it ahead. Ike brings it into his own.
They're all going to change.
And the rest of the team trying to get a change. As that
watch the numbers.
Back out and fire deep into the Michigan zone. 13:33 left to go. 1-1 is the score. Now Carr has it right at her own blue line, feeding it through center. Coming through the zone is Bobby. Bobby into the slot. Shot there. Bucket with the save into the far corner.
1-5 hole.
Now Lindahl right back behind the goal. Lindahl underneath that far circle. Back to the far point to Metz. Metz top of the far circle. There's a shot. Yeah. And
she was looking behind. She's...
Man, I thought that slipped through there. I really thought that slipped through there.
It had the sound of padding, but it was her pads, not the goal pads. She's a little grumpy right now.
13:11 left to go here in the second. 1-1 is the score. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Dominchek versus Bobby. That puck brought back to the far point. Held in by Secreto. Now coming down the near boards. Clay tried to get to it. It went off of her skate. Picked up back there by Manon. Now into the near corner. Lindahl has it. Lindahl trying to feed it out in front. There's a blast by Bobby Loose. Another shot and a save by Bucket. Oh boy, Garbady got that rebound and Bucket able to make the save.
Yeah, she's shaking her head. She's having to do it all.
It was a bit of an onslaught there by Michigan. And 1-1 is our score.
It was just a little in your teammates' skate, so they couldn't clear the zone the way they wanted to.
That puck into the near corner, trying to move it ahead is Clay. Now down the near boards is Dominchek. Dominchek gets it ahead to Lindbeck. Lindbeck back to Dominchek into the far corner. She's trying to feed it out in front. That puck underneath the near circle off. A good save by Johns. Geez. She had to make a couple pad saves there. Here comes Garbady. Garbady through the neutral zone. Garbady gains the zone down the far boards. Garbady into the far corner. Coming over. Shot there. Saved by Bucket as that goes back. Fed down the far boards.
She had Lindahl open too.
As that had Clay coming through center ice. Clay Now stops at the near point, trying to move it to mid-check with a shot. And a great save by Johns. That shot had a little pepper on it. Good job by Johns to save. 12:04 left to go here in the second. 1-1.
It's not easy to play goal when you get no shots.
It definitely hard to keep you in the game. Kolwich moves it all the way around the boards. Ceballos back to Kolwich underneath the near circle. And fed down the near boards, held in by Manon. Now deflects off the dasher. That off the side of the net. Comes back to center ice now, coming ahead with it. Racing down. Here comes Cummings. Cummings has trying to move it over to Malashevsky. And that knocked away by Cram. Cram did a good job as that puck comes back. Grabbed by Kolwich. Kolwich has it outside the far circle. As that Cummings trying to move it back. Now grab back to the far point. Farrell has it. Farrell with the shot that went right off of Malashevsky, I think.
Yeah, she can fire it too.
And picked up by Ike. Ike trying to get it out of the zone. Held in at the far point. Still battling. Malashevsky moving it across. Now trying to get to it. As that puck into the near corner. Cummings trying to pull it away.
Katie was going to launch one.
So yeah, now they have Malashevsky with Cummings and Dilla out there coming ahead with it. Here comes Ike. Ike into the near corner as Dilla goes head first into the boards. She pops up. She's all right.
She's tough.
And coming down the near boards, here comes Michigan. Racing ahead with it into the zone. Spinning with it is Kolwich. Kolwich makes a move. Backhanded shot and bucket the save.
It's still there.
Still loose. Trying to fire it in and bucket.
Still there. Still there.
Still battling. Still poking.
I can't believe they call that dead when everybody stand up and they don't call him dead in the corner. It was right between everybody's skates. Oh, my goodness.
And Kolwich did her best car impersonation.
She did. She dangled and then tried to get her with the slow curve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a beautiful move, especially for a defender. That was a beautiful move.
Yep. That's fantastic. Good for her.
1-1 is the score. Aquinas scored in the first at 15:20.
That's an engineer doing that end-to-end rush.
There you go.
Got to be proud of that.
Love it. That puck outside the near circle, trying to get to it. Back into the neutral zone. Picked up by McGough. McGough in along the near boards. That poked away by Weinrich, but that'll move back into the neutral zone. As Sherman has it on the near circle. Sherman trying to avoid big-time pressure. I believe that's Schaub trying to get to it. It is. She's battling hard in the near corner. Coming away with it is Kalis. Kalis back over to Ferris. Ferris with a shot. That got deflected out in front. Into the near corner is Schaub. That puck into the far corner. Racing over, trying to get to it is Clark. Back to the far point.
Take a shot.
Good job by McGough to save it. Popped up high onto the near circle.
Thought it was behind. Wow.
From our angle, it looked like it popped up right in front of her, but came back onto the near circle. Dilla moves it around. Schaub underneath the far circle. Schaub trying to feed it back. Tip back. Schaub with a shot. And a save by Bucket. 9:34 left to go here in the second. 1-1 is our score.
They're trying to conserve their energy by not going into the corners with us and just letting us walk out. That makes you crazy. But there are a lot of bodies in front.
Indeed. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That puck gathered, fired by Carr. Glove saved by Bucket.
Right by your ear.
9:30 left to go here.
See how she's left-handed goalie, too.
Indeed. As Gordon trying to win it versus Weinrich.
Which is never easy for us.
And it's just something you don't see often. Here comes Hung with
that's it.
And a goal.
That's it.
Hung fires it in
nice
at 9:20. And she has 2 goals this weekend. Love to see Hung getting it going here.
She went high gloves, high blocker side. That's shooting to the other side. Good for her.
It seems
just what we're talking about.
Yeah, it seems like the team's trying to get it up because Bucket is really good at anything down below.
And they're used to shooting on right-handed goalies.
Yes.
So shooting on a lefty is an adjustment, and that's how you learn to make an adjustment. You show your teammates that if you go to stick side. All right, the floodgates are open.
Here
boys.
comes Carr trying to move it over as that is 2-0. Michigan with the lead into the near corner. As that puck grabs, Secreto with the blast. That goes right on the near side. Carr with a shot and a save by Bucket.
Point blank, she didn't have too many area to go.
9 minutes left to go here in the second. Well, Bucket's not going to make it easy. She is a fantastic goalie. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Gordon taking that face-off versus Weinrich. Or no, Castle, excuse me. That puck top of the near circle. Secreto with it back to the near point. There's a shot that deflects back off the dasher. Wallace trying to peel it out of there. Now working with it is Carr. Carr comes back to the blue line. Carr, high slot. Carr coming down onto the near circle. Carr weaves her way through traffic. And a backhanded shot and a goal!
Okay.
Michigan starting to open it up at 8:41.
Sam got that one. Well, she earned it. She circled the whole zone. Good
she
for
did.
her.
She took it all the way around and managed to get it in. That was
that passive forecheck or that passive whatever. They just let her, and she's got such quick hands. She can do that.
And again, just masterfully, just weaving through folks like they were traffic cones there.
Like they were on a loom.
Like she's working on a loom, indeed. Not that I have any idea how to work a loom, but that's neither here nor there.
That's how I hear it. That's how I hear it work. And I'm trying to see it through a post. I missed the backhand.
Dominchek back into the far corner. That comes into the near corner. Michigan trying to dig it out of there. As that puck all the way down, trying to get to it first.
Julia beat her.
Yeah, they called that an automatic icing like it's in high school.
Yeah, they're going to talk to the referee about center ice.
Yeah,
they didn't know the rules.
Yeah, that was a high school hockey call there. And I'm sure if you ref a bunch of different levels of sports, it gets confusing.
It's very confusing. They're letting him know now.
Yeah. Hey, pats him on the back. Hey, everyone makes a mistake. You
That's
do your
why
best
you're making
to correct
$60 an hour, so you figure it out.
Do they even make that much? Is it like $25 a game?
My grandson just worked a squirt game this weekend at Yost, 50 minutes, $50.
Hey, that works.
Yeah.
And we need officials. It's not an easy
He'll
gig.
never work for me again.
That tip right back to center. Ike trying to get to it. Back to the blue line. Coming ahead with it is Michigan. Working her way forward is Phillips. Phillips trying to fire it back deep. And grab down the near boards. Manon gets it back into the neutral zone. Colwich firing it.
They're just lining it up at their blue line to try to
Manon back behind her own goal. 3 goals for Michigan in this second period. Has the Maize and Blue faithful feeling a heck of a lot better. And fired all the way down. That should be icing.
He's going to let us win the race.
7:25 left to go here in the second.
It's going to be ironic. We're not going to have nearly the number of shots.
But a lot more goals.
Yeah, she's just got to be gassed.
Oh, yeah, after, what did we say, 72 shots yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's like a good practice.
She does not need to go to the gym this weekend.
No.
The puck into the near corner, trying to pull it away, firing it out in front.
That's another one.
A shot and a goal.
Emily.
Malashevsky set up by Farrell.
Right off her side. Right
Beautiful
under the
job.
elbow. Under the elbow.
As Farrell set her up magnificently.
And Emily's been looking for a goal. She'll be the pressure's off. Good for her. She is such a playmaker.
And forgive me trying to keep the scoreboard up and do play-by-play. Occasionally I miss it. It is 4-1 Michigan with the lead.
You should try doing color. That's what's really hard.
Absolutely. You are correct. I know that, you got to put up with me. Timeout call by Aquinas as Michigan has kind of opened up the floodgates now.
Yep. Got the first one by, and that did it a lot.
So,
well, honestly, if they're going to let us have it in the corner, unchallenged, and walk out with our defense, the shots there, and the people that are moving in and out of the slot area, it's going to be ugly. Because we're hungry. We just got humbled by Dearborn, so we're not going into this trying to keep it close.
Well, I don't know if we're going to make the 11 goals we scored on them at Yost. But
Well, we
it is
shoot 23 times. We might in the third period.
indeed.
What does that say up there? It says Saints, and the other one is that. Oh, I guess it's kind of a U of M.
U of M is
with a
what
lot
it's
of
trying
a lot of lights out.
lights out, and there's a net in front of it. Is what's going on.
Okay. And it's crooked.
Well, I don't. The Aquinas is kind of crooked on it,
Oh, that's
and
true
I
too.
think that might be. I don't know.
Oh, and the slope of the roof too. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to grab a level and.
I'd like to
and
think
make,
I was drinking and that was a problem, but that's not the case. It's just coffee.
Look. I have enough of a persnicketyness about things being level like that, so I understand. Face off right at center ice.
Emily's back out there. They're going to go
Farrell
with a hot
taking the
hand.
face off as Emily was playing wing there. So that's
Yep.
interesting. She normally takes the face off, but
They are mixing things up because they got Nat at center.
absolutely.
Hey, whatever works.
Absolutely. Anything to make things happen.
Oh,
As that's a
look at
quick
this.
shot by. There's
That
a
hurt.
save as Cummings with the shot, and now Malshevsky trying to get a shot away. And it's loose coming down the near boards. Banked it off the near board and coming ahead
That
with
shot came out too far on that. Oh, nice touch
Now,
pass.
here comes Farrell. Farrell gains his own. Farrell drop pass, that intercepted, trying to fire it the other direction is Cram. Down the near boards, Ferris has it. Ferris drops back, feeds it up the near boards. Battle for it as that brought into the Aquinas zone. Outside the near circle with 6:28 left to go. Castle has it back behind her own goal. Puck coming down. That right back as that back into the far corner.
Forecheck's killing him.
Dilla trying to pull that away as that puck outside the near circle. Now 6:11 left to go. Right out into the slot. Grab, backhanded shot by Malashevsky. As Dilla fires that puck back to the far point. Held in there. Now Kayla's trying to get to it. Dilla outside the far circle. Dilla back to the far point. They're bringing it in McGough. McGough on the far circle. McGough with a shot. That got knocked down out in front. In along the far boards. Trying to bring it at his Weinrich.
Nice.
Held in at the far point by Secreto. Putting it back at tip, top of the far circle. Kayla's trying to get to it. That ricochets off the near board and back into the neutral zone. Michigan touches up, bringing it back in. Now coming the other direction.
Up.
That popped down. Weinrich had it. Now Kayla's trying to pull it away. Still loose. Castle trying to feed it ahead. Now Ike has it into the far corner. McGough trying to poke that back.
Stick's kind of high. Got to watch it, guys.
And that goes right back behind the Michigan goal, coming ahead with it down the near boards. 5:14 left to go here. Bringing it in is Schaub. Schaub with a blast and a glove save by Bucket.
Well, Aquinas came out with a little step, and I think we matched it.
Indeed. Now that puck
Out of the
outside the
corner.
near circle. Hung trying to pull it away.
They're
She's
not-
right back behind the goal.
Not going behind. Oh, gee,
Trying
had
to
her coming
chip it
in.
out. Metz trying to get to it. Now continuing to battle in that corner. Poked away. Manon trying to get it out. Now Metz at the near point. That deflected. Back to the far point. As they'll drift back into the neutral zone. Michigan trying to
Top.
reset. Tipped
Nice.
away. Coming in his car. Onto the near circle car. Wrister. Oh, that got deflected out in front.
Just waiting for a screen. That was a smart play.
Into the far corner. Gordon has it. Gordon feeding it back to the far point. And it's sent back to Gordon outside the far circle. Back to the far point. Secreto holding it in. Now going back behind is Carr. Carr underneath the near circle. Carr coming in along the near
Nice
boards.
cycle.
Giving it back. Shot by Carr. Saved by Bucket.
Give and go.
That was pretty. 4:04 left to go here in the second. That puck right back in along the near boards of the neutral zone. Now in along the far boards. Hung trying to get to it. Hung
Give
top
it to
of
her,
the
give
far
it to her.
circle. Hung moving around with it. Gets it over. Oh, tipped away from Carr. Good job by Manon to get a stick in the passing lane. Battle for it in the near corner.
Sam's
Dominchek
wide
comes
open in
away
front.
with it. Dominchek into the far corner. Dominchek trying to move it around. Hung ends up down on the
She's
ice.
getting rocked. She's having a good game getting rocked.
As that puck into the near corner. Now Manon trying to move it. Held in by Kolwich, trying to keep it in. That poked all the way back into the Michigan end. Racing back to get it is Ceballos. Ceballos into the near corner. Sends it for a ride around the boards. Back to the far point. Hung trying to move it across. Now Garbady pokes it ahead. Down the near boards. Here comes Garbady. Garbady, top of the near circle. Garbady trying to make a move. There's a shot. Save. Another chance for Bobby.
We're not done. We're not done.
Now coming in. Lindahl fires it out in front. Another save as Bobby took that pass from Lindahl. Puck down the near boards. Lindahl trying to keep it in. Back to Garbady, top of the far circle. Garbady with a shot. That goes right back behind the net. 2:52 left to go. All the way around to Ceballos at the far point. Ceballos feeds it back into the far corner. Garbady picks it up underneath the far circle.
That's got to be one. That was a little late, but that was an elbow that looked like a rough.
So, illegal body check, the call.
Yeah, that was frustration. She hit her with an elbow high from behind, right close to the bench. I mean, the boards. You got to be careful. And
Cram is a player with. She has a lot of strength and size out there, so it can't feel good when she sends you into the boards.
Yeah.
So Michigan with their first power play opportunity here.
Yeah.
Malashevsky trying to win that back.
You figure we've had it in the zone moving around like a power play the whole time anyway.
Ceballos has it. That comes right
net.
off the near side. 1:51 left to go in the power play. That puck all the way back down the far boards. Racing back to get it is Ferris. Ferris underneath that far circle. Ferris. That puck down the near boards, trying to get it out of the zone. Dominchek making it difficult. Now deep into the Aquinas zone, racing into the near corner. Cummings trying to come away with it now. Carr, shot by Malashevsky, and that a save by Bucket into the near corner.
That glove on the wrong hand.
1:18 left to go here in the power play.
Oh,
right
my.
out in front. Carr with a shot, and again somehow a save.
Did she touch it, or did she miss the net?
I think it might have been just high.
That's a pipe.
That hit crossbar there, and
Sam
comes in along. Here comes Cummings. Cummings high slot. Cummings takes a shot. Again, here comes Carr. Carr with a shot. Still loose and covered up by Bucket. She is so good anything on the ice. She is very good at stopping those.
Unbelievable.
56 seconds left to go here in the power play.
Sam had great shots.
Oh, heck yeah. 1:38 left to go. Yeah, she was.
I love the way we're moving the puck.
It looks good.
Yeah, we're not being selfish. We're trying to set people up.
Back to the far
and
point.
They're open. Like,
now
look at this.
Over far circle. Shot there. Comes off and along the near boards. McGough takes it at the near point. McGough coming. Moves it outside the near circle. Gets it back high slot. And moves down to the far circle. Shot there. Out in front and a score!
Ricky Bobby, I think.
As Bobby put it in off the rebound.
That's what you got to have, that rebound pass.
That's a power play goal at 1:20.
That'll help our percentages.
Indeed, 5 for Michigan, 1 for Aquinas. That was their first power play, too, so they're 100% now on the day.
That's our 25th shot of the period.
Wow.
That's a 4 games total.
I can't imagine a Bucket. She's just got to be exhausted after the
game.
Well,
what's really amazing is you don't see her hesitating to go down or get up.
No,
she's still
just
popping
up
and down all the time.
Yeah, it is impressive.
Giving up that first goal may have been a good message to us because, we think it's going to be easy, and next thing we know, we're losing.
Now picking it up back behind his Wallace. Wallace trying to move down the far boards. Schaub trying to center it up. Schaub outside the far circle, still trying to get to it with the battle there. Schaub still trying to pull it off of the board. Now Kaitless has it. Kaitless sends it right back.
She almost did the
wrap.
wrap.
It out in
she
front
saw the
into
wrap.
the slot. As Bucket, picking up that wraparound attempt into the far corner. I believe that's Kaitless sending it back to the far point. Now racing in. McGough sends it onto that far circle. Now coming the other direction with 40 seconds left. Here
3 on 1.
Secretto back to try and get to that into the near corner for Dominchek. Dominchek picks it up there.
Ooh,
Dominchek
good save. 2 saves.
Out in front. Great save by Johns.
That's huge.
32 seconds left to go here in the second.
She's probably been back there 10 minutes without a shot and just made 2.
I don't know how you stay focused when you're not seeing shots on a regular basis.
Not only you're not seeing focus, you're frozen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As I like to say, rigor mortis.
Face-off in the near face-off circle. 32 seconds left to go in this period. 5-1. A Michigan explosion in the second with 5 goals. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That puck. And trying to get to it underneath the goal. Now Metz feeding it along the far board. Secreto. That was Hung. Back now, picking it up down the near boards. Here comes Michigan. Trying to move it ahead. Racing into the zone is Phillips. Phillips with a shot. That's saved into the far corner. Swept around. Held in. Now going down. That was Hung. She has been just brutalized.
She does not mind getting into the mucky areas.
That will do it.
Little extracurricular. 26-6 shots.
That is impressive.
All right, I got to report to the powers that be.
So at the end of one, it is 5-1 Michigan. There was a Michigan penalty to Kolwich. That was a tripping at 18-14. Then Schaub scored first at 15:33. Then Hung got her second goal of the weekend at 9:20. Then at 8:41, it was Carr scoring. And at 7:15, it was Malashevsky from Farrell. At 2:24, it was an Adrian penalty, a legal body check by Cram. And then at 1:20, it was Bobby putting it in on the power play. And that's where we're at. 15 minutes on the break. We're
going to see if Riley wants to speak to anybody.
Yeah, sure. We can see if she wants to.
Hey, Riley. She's doing stats.
She may have to report back into the...
I've already reported our shots, but they probably don't believe me. They think I've been drinking.
If you want. If you don't want to, it's okay. Don't feel any pressure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll play a little bit of music here from the Michigan Marching Band and see if when she comes back she wants to hop on the...
What'd you have for shots?
Michigan, I had 30.
It is the second intermission for its time for I Can't Turn You Loose.
Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to the Michigan Amphitheater. You know, so much of the music we hear today is this pre-programmed electronic disco. You never get a chance to hear master bluesmen practicing their craft. By the year 2006, the music now known as the blues will exist only in the classical record department of your local public library. And so, this afternoon, while we still can, let us welcome from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Gary Lewis and his blues band. Gary Lewis and his blues band.
as we are back here, and can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Awesome, wonderful. We have Riley Knopfsinger
Yes.
with us currently, and she's here helping out the team, taking recording shots and everything, since she isn't playing quite in this game, but that's all right. So what was your decision to play ACHA hockey? What brought you to Michigan? Did you know they had a hockey team? Was that part of your decision?
Yeah, so I actually came and watched the hockey team when I was visiting Michigan for the first time my junior year.
Nice.
So I'd been following the team for a really long time, and they seemed like they had a really great team community, really strong compete level, and I really wanted to continue playing hockey in college as well. So
Nice.
It was a big factor of me deciding to come to University of Michigan.
That's fantastic, because you're from Evanston,
Yeah.
right? So you're from a college town.
Yeah.
So you kind of know how the college towns work, but how did you feel? Did Ann Arbor feel like a good fit, a good home for you? And
Yeah, Ann Arbor seemed very comparable to Evanston.
Nice.
So it seemed very homey when I was here. All the little family-owned shops and everything. It was very similar and made it a really good fit.
Fantastic. Do you have any advice for someone who would be thinking about playing ACHA hockey? Any thoughts that they would want to look at? What would they want to think about?
Yeah, I'd say it's 100% worth it. It's probably my best decision I've made since I've been at University of Michigan.
Fantastic.
I think it's such a great community. Everybody on the team is so nice and so accepting to everybody, and it's just really great bonding, and it's great to play the sport you love and continue that.
So what are your thoughts about the first two periods thus far?
I think it's been going really good. I think the first period, we started off a little bit slow, but I think we definitely came back the second period and started stepping it up a little bit. So it's definitely taking a turn for the better.
So as a goalkeeper, Johns hasn't been able to see that many shots. How do you keep yourself kind of in a game when you're seeing a whole 4 shots in a period?
Yeah, I think it depends on the goalie. I typically will skate around a little bit sometimes during whistles and just to keep myself warm, but
Sure.
It depends for everybody.
That's fantastic. What's your favorite thing about being with the team thus far?
Ooh, that's hard. I think my favorite thing is probably just getting to hang out over the weekends. We tailgate the football games, which has been really
Nice,
fun.
nice.
We did a Friendsgiving recently, which was great.
Fantastic.
Just a lot of team bonding. It's always a great time.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you taking some time. I don't want to pester you too much because I know we have to get back to it and you have to record the shots. But I really appreciate it. And anytime a player is sitting and hanging out and wants to come on air, we really appreciate it.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you for having me.
thank you very much. As we are at the intermission and taking a look at the Michigan scoreboard report, as taking a look at this past weekend. Absolutely, it's always on demand at arborbroadcasting.com. As taking a look, this past Thursday was Tennessee Swimming and Diving Invitational for the men's and women's, that in Knoxville, Tennessee, and women and men's tennis at the NCAA Singles and Doubles Championship. For men's hockey, they lost to Notre Dame 1-0, but beat Washington in volleyball 3-2. On Friday, again, men's and women's swimming were in Knoxville, Tennessee for the Tennessee Swimming and Diving Invitational. And men's tennis was at the NCAA Individual Championships. Women's swimming and diving versus number 8 Tennessee won 23-17, and men's swimming and diving versus number 9 Tennessee lost 24-16. In wrestling, men's wrestling, they beat Columbia 25-9. In hockey, it was a close one the first night, 5-2. Ohio State had a 2-1 lead. Then Michigan came back with 3 unanswered goals and an empty netter. In women's basketball, they made a huge comeback versus UConn, number 1 team in the nation, and they lost by 3 points. That was at UConn, 72-69. So heck of a season thus far for the women's basketball team. Yesterday, again, men's swimming and diving and women's swimming and diving at the Tennessee Swimming and Diving Invitational, and cross country at the NCAA Championships, coming in 31st out of 32. Women's swimming at number 1 Virginia lost 43-1, and men's swimming and diving at number 12 Virginia won 24-20. In football, it was 45-20 Michigan with the win, and in men's swimming and diving, they beat number 9 Tennessee 36-5. The women beat number 8 Tennessee 25-24. In intramural hockey, or not intramural hockey, it says IHM. So I think of intramural. It is NCAA hockey. I do know Coach Dorado coming to find me.
Come on, I want the IM scores. I mean, let's televise to our audience. We got a ton of IM players here.
If I had the IM score, it says IHM, and for some reason my mind, obviously ice hockey.
Yes, we drink
but,
when we do this.
Only caffeine, but lots of it.
God, that's funny.
So that's 8-1. Michigan beat Ohio State in NCAA D1 men's hockey. In volleyball versus Oregon, Michigan won 3-1. And in action today, men's beat number 12 Virginia 37-19 in men's swimming and diving. Women's basketball took it to Syracuse 81-55. Women's swimming and diving fell to number 1 Virginia 40-16. And men's wrestling beat Virginia 35-3. We really, really appreciate Riley joining us.
That looked like it was fun. I may have to give you some another donation to get a third set of headsets so that I can hear that, because she had the biggest smile on her face. And
she was awesome. I didn't want to take up too much of her time, but she did a fantastic
And as soon as she got off, she was going, I gotta get hold of my parents. I hope they were listening. I mean, she's a pretty special player. She's a practice player, and here she is taking her day to come do stats for us. So that's the kind of attitude that you want to have on the air, and that whole positive vibe. And she's always got such a big positive grin on her face at practice and everything. So
we definitely appreciate it, and
the goalies have a new tradition that I really enjoy, that after practices they thank the coaches, and
nice.
I can tell you that's really appreciated. There's a lot of years where you were sure that there was any thank yous coming, so to hear that on a regular basis is very precious.
It's good to be appreciated, right? It is always very good to be appreciated, and we are very, very grateful. And
I love the way they're shy and look like they can't do it, and then from what the appearance of how it was going, she nailed it.
Oh yeah,
right?
She did awesome.
Yeah,
she did very, very awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm actually setting up a new mixer and everything in a rack mount that has 4 mic inputs.
What do you have on this one too?
This one just has 2 mic inputs.
Well,
hence why I don't have an a rink mic. Because normally, if it's just me, I'll have a rink mic, a shotgun mic onto the rink.
Okay. So you'd be like Ernie Harwell and let the crowd noise carry you?
Well, I need something to carry me when you're not. I mean,
That's why I'm not
dead weight around here is what I'm saying. That's what's going on.
No, I have players that don't want to do that and players that do.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure to hook us up when I can.
Excellent. Yeah, fantastic. I think someone from the Michigan podcast was trying to get the Michigan Stormtrooper to come on at in Michigan as well. Love to have that, but also love to have the players. That's fantastic. So it's tipped all the way back into the Aquinas zone, 5-1. Michigan with the lead.
They waved it off.
As a penalty right at the end, as the Saints had a penalty, Ike in the box. So Michigan on the power play to start off. As that puck comes high slot, Ferris with a shot. Ooh, that just went wide to the far side.
That's why they waved off.
Cummings has it. There's a shot at the goal.
Goal. Katie gets one. All right, she is deserving.
Cummings fires it in.
That's our president.
As her folks made the trip, and
she's making it worth the airfare.
So I think Malashevsky ended up getting that one in.
Oh, really? It wasn't Katie who scored it. Oh, it may have been tipped.
I think it might have been tipped. Malashevsky was first in the line for the fist bumps.
Well, that's cool, because that'll give her 2 today, and she was upset, or not upset. She was pressing that she hadn't gotten any yet.
There's a shot there. Goes right back behind. I'm sure Cummings will get one soon, as she's a fantastic player. Back to the far point, held in there, trying to feed it back deep. So that puck getting along the far boards. That'll slip back into the Michigan end.
That was a power play goal too, right?
It was indeed a power play goal, 100% on the power play.
And she's one of our travel coordinators, so good for her on a travel weekend.
Here comes Lindahl as she has Bobby to her left. Lindahl trying to sneak through traffic. There's a shot. As that one deflected
Ooh,
out, comes
that's
over to the
open
near
net.
side. Bobby trying to get it
she
into
slid
that
by.
net. As that'll come back to the blue line, trying to get caught in a pair of skates. Now Bobby into the near corner, trying to pull that away. Loose in the slot was Garbady, was trying to get to it. Held in at the blue line, now outside the near circle. Lindahl gets it back to McGough. McGough at the near point. McGough trying to backhand it deep. Racing over Bobby, trying to get to it. That chipped off the near board. McGough able to hold it in again.
Oh, boy.
Onto the far circle. Beatty with a backhanded shot as that one comes into the near corner. Bobby with it there. She goes down to her knees as that puck along the near boards, trying to get it out there. It's Castle. Now here comes Carr. Carr weaving through traffic as that went off, is off on the far side. Good save as coming ahead with it. Deflected down the near boards. McGough picks it up, goes over center. McGough gains his own. One-on-one. McGough for a shot in the goal! McGough with their first goal as a Wolverine!
Yep.
That is 17:53 Michigan goal for McGough.
That was a mano right on the top shelf, glove side. Good for her. I got a puck for her.
As that makes it 7, right? I think they still have 6 on the board, right? That was 7.
Now they're talking about it. I thought he was going to give him a puck, but it looks like something's getting called off or something.
We'll see what happens. They still have 6 on the board. Okay, net came off there. Oh.
That would have been her first.
Would have been McGough's first goal as a Wolverine, and the net came off. That's tough. That is tough. As they're explaining everything to Coach Bonser there, and I'm sure he's pleading his case, but...
Yeah, but tell her that it was their first. That doesn't matter if the net's off. I think that's a rule. I love Heiserman just kind of hanging over the boards there. Nope, they're not giving it to her. Oh, man.
So that will be net off the moorings. There'll be a Michigan face-off, so it's going to stay 6-1.
Now, was a net off from the business that had happened before? Because if she backed into it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
She wouldn't have been that close to backing into it.
There's Carr trying to come through traffic. Carr with a blast.
Crossbar.
That just missed. Hit the crossbar. Coming down the near boards. McGough trying to knock it away. She moves it all the way across to Secreto. Secreto bringing it over the blue line. Secreto trying to come across. Now picked up. Coming ahead with it, McGough. McGough outside the near circle. McGough trying to get to it. Secreto down the near boards into the near corner. McGough trying to get to that. Aquinas wanted a call there. Hung has it on the far circle.
They're going to hit the ref for
into the far corner.
Net off.
Now Carr right back behind the goal underneath the near circle. Carr trying to pull that, coming down the near boards. Racing ahead with it is Dominchek. Dominchek has their pocket picked the other direction by McGough, now firing it ahead. Coming in is Carr. Carr has it knocked away by Wallace. Now Hung going into the near corner. Hung. And puck outside the near circle. Aquinas trying to get to it. 16:54 left to go. That puck will come all the way back.
That's ice.
That'll be icing and head back into the Aquinas end.
Wow.
That face-off will be Askin, and Michigan will pick the near face-off circle. Dilla in to take the face-off. Is that leaking?
Yes.
You're going to have to drink it quick. As that puck, little leaking hot chocolate, that's no fun. Here comes Phillips in along the near boards.
At least it's not Johnny Walker Blue.
that would be a sad day if that leaked.
Catastrophic.
As Phillips trying to get to it right along the near boards as Aquinas feeds it all the way back into the Michigan end. Metz picks it up into the near corner. Metz going back behind the goal. Metz coming down the far boards. At grab, trying to feed it across. Here comes Shaw. She started off the scoring for Michigan. Shaw onto the near circle. Drop pass as that comes back to the near point. Coming ahead with it is firing it all the way across is Brousseau. Into the far corner. That puck back behind the Michigan goal. Now fired. Dominchek with a shot. Good save by Johns. Puck in along the far boards. Here comes Michigan trying to get it ahead to Shaw. Shaw
nice
moves
little
it
touch.
over. Great job to feed it ahead. Just out of Dilla's reach, and she takes a shoulder as that comes back in along the far boards of the Michigan zone. Quickly shot ahead. Down the far boards,
Nice.
over and along the near boards. Picking it up is Cummings.
Whoa.
Trying to battle. She's down on the ice. Puck into the near corner. Back to Cevallos. Cevallos, top of the near circle. There's a save by Bucket.
88
Malashevsky
is-
trying to get to it right out in front.
88 is knocking everybody down that gets nearer.
That puck into the near corner, all the way to the near point. Cevallos again holds it in. Outside the near circle, Malashevsky. There's Cummings with a blast and a save by Bucket. Outside the near circle, trying to feed it ahead is Brusso. Puck right back. Farrell with a shot. That comes all the way back to the far point. Now sent into the far corner. Air trying to get to it and covering it up. So excellent opportunity for Malashevsky. That will be 14:58 left to go here. In the third, face-off in the near face-off circle. Garbadian to take the face-off. 6-1 Michigan with the lead.
Nice play. Just missed her.
As Kolwich has it back at the far point. Kolwich moves it over, trying to get it to McGough. That picked up by Bobby in the near corner. Bobby trying to scoot it in front, covered up by Bucket. 14:45 left to go here in the third. 6-1 Michigan with the lead.
Nice to talk to Kara's dad between periods. Good to see him here. He's been traveling a lot, and he got to a game that's good, especially he got to see her go end to end.
That's awesome, absolutely. As Bobby putting it into the near corner. Al Lindahl back behind the goal. Lindahl into the far corner, trying to battle pressure with Castle. Castle pins her there. Now brought right back behind, trying to move out in front. Still battling in along the end boards. Now that puck back to the blue line. McGough over to Bobby. Bobby feeding it right back behind the goal. Garbady picks it up there. Garbady. And puck back to the far point.
Look at that speed.
Shot
and
right back
acceleration.
behind.
There.
Now wraparound attempting a save by Bucket. Kolwich trying to get
Going
to it.
the other
coming
way,
ahead with
2-on-1.
Here comes a 2-on-1 for Aquinas. Bringing it in. Good job to knock it away from Weinrich.
Skated right into
Great
her.
defense as that comes ahead. Lindahl trying to get to it. Fired right back in. As that was Sherman who put it in. Now down the near boards.
Here we go.
Right over center.
Yeah.
Here comes Kolwich. Kolwich coming in. Kolwich with a shot. And a goal! Kolwich puts it in!
She roofed that one from point blank.
That was a beautiful job by Kolwich.
Oh,
to put it
my
in.
God. That was great.
That at 13:43.
One of my old defensemen. Oh, my God. That's so great. Engineering student. My dad was a professor at Michigan for over 40 years in engineering. I have so much respect for her degree work, and to make a play like that, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
I love to see more women engineers, more women. It's a fantastic, it's definitely these players are absolutely brilliant enough to do it.
And you know what? To do what she does with the schedule that they have and her degree, it's not that they aren't all hard, but hers is really tough.
That's something I should have asked about was battling with coursework versus the hockey work.
I mean, they told Red Berenson at the time he couldn't be an engineer, and because he was in my dad's engineering class.
Really? Here
Yep.
comes Hung. Hung with a shot
she picked
in
the
the goal.
corner. She picked the corner.
Wow, just inside. She has now 3 goals this weekend.
That was
at
a nice shot right on the
13-12,
post. Right on the post.
Just inside that far post.
Now, what did you say before the game? You didn't think it was going to be 11-1?
Well, I mean, I didn't know if we'd make 11 again, like we did in the last game.
You have a little faith.
I am sorely mistaken, and I'm willing
Well,
to admit
we're
it.
still a ways away, but I'm just saying.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I just wish it wasn't so often, but that's neither here nor there. So the first step is admitting it, right?
Oh, they're going to switch goalies.
They are switching goalies, so Tracy comes in. Number 1, Tracy.
That's a real tough call. You're going in third period. She hasn't had a warm-up for 45 minutes, an hour.
Now coming in,
First thing she's got to do is
backhanded shot. Metz gets the assist on that goal into the far corner. Moved around, trying to hold it in that far corner is Gordon.
We'll see if it sparks the Saints.
Secreto outside the far
She's got
circle.
an open
Secreto
point.
gets it to Hung. Hung, wrister, and a goal and a hat trick. Hung with a hat trick.
Oh, my goodness.
That is her fourth goal of the weekend.
That can't be.
And third here.
Like I said, it's not easy to step right in as a goal. That hit her and went right in off her. Just a tough angle.
So fantastic for Hung to get a hat trick. Really appreciate that. She's a hard worker, and she has taken a lot of abuse
she has been
this
beat
game.
to death this game with getting in the dirty areas.
As that puck back into the Michigan zone, coming back to get to it is Ferris. Ferris coming down the far boards. Ferris trying to move it ahead. Intercepted by Castle. Castle coming down the far boards outside the far circle. Good job by Ferris to stick that away back to the blue line. Grab there. Fired and a save by Johns.
Nice save.
That puck all the way back as it rolls back into the Aquinas zone. Weinrich has it there. Over to Sherman down the near board. Sherman trying to fire it ahead. Here comes Schaub down the near board, trying to get it to Dilla. Now Schaub firing it. Dilla has it in along the end boards. Right back into the front. That hit a defender trying to set up a Michigan player out in front as that was
they didn't
Kalis.
whistle that dead.
As Kalis.
That
nobody's
just off
in
the
the side of the goal. Puck outside of the near circle. 12 minutes left to go here in the third. And 9-1 Michigan with the lead. Yes, I got that right on the scoreboard. Here comes Ferris. Ferris working her way over the blue line, rims it all the way around. That will go right back behind the goal. Gathering up there is Sherman. Sherman moves it down the far boards. That ricocheted off the near board into the neutral zone. Phillips puts it right back in along the end boards. Picked up there by Sherman. Sherman moving it in along. Now grabbed along the far boards. There's a shot by Cummings, and that's a save by Tracy. 11:26 left to go here in the third. 9-1, Michigan with the lead. Face off in the far face-off circle. As that's again Farrell in the face-off circle. There's a shot.
Blocked.
As trying to get to it was McGough. She definitely feels she deserves a goal, and we do too. Coming in along the near boards, racing over to get to that. Now Wallace puts it into the far corner. Sent right back behind, trying to pick it up. Michigan in the corner, now grabbed. Farrell trying to come across the top of the far circle, held in by Ceballos. Now moved over by Wallace. There's a shot that just goes wide into the near corner. Now racing ahead with it is coming in. Russo had it now. That puck comes back into the neutral zone. Picked up by Weinrich. Weinrich gets it over to Dominchek. Dominchek gains the zone. Dominchek into the high slot. Bouncing shot. That's steered away. Good defensive play back there by McGough.
Yeah, got to keep it.
Trying to feed it
Help
ahead.
our
Hugar
goalie.
Beatty stolen
Help
away.
our goalie
Here
here.
comes Aquinas as McNaughton has
let her
it.
cut in.
And a goal.
Took it strong to the net. We let up a little. We don't need that for rankings.
So that in, I believe that was Dominchek again who got that. We will double check. And at 10-21. 9-2, Aquinas gets their second goal. Again, tough sledding for Johns to not see a puck very much. And
yeah, very tough. Cut in. Nobody expected her to cut in tight like that. Frankly, that was a gutsy play.
Indeed, as that puck back in along the far board.
We were a little lackadaisical on coverage.
I think they said that was actually number 13, Wallace, who got that. Puck in along the far boards, battled for it there into the far corner. Picked up by Weinrich.
Wasn't that a roster number you didn't have at the beginning?
It is a roster number I did not have at the beginning, but I pulled it from the ACHA roster.
Maybe a newer player.
That pulled at the blue line, bouncing puck. It went off of a helmet. Coming ahead with it, Garbady. That's
Offsides.
not typically what you use the helmet for, but, you know.
It's using
it
your
works.
head.
You are not wrong about that. 9-2 is the score here. Hey!
It's not over.
In overtime, but boy, oh boy. My Lions are actually up, but in overtime. Now, counting on the defense. Head all the way across, then along the far boards. Lindahl, and that back into the neutral zone. Setting back up down the near boards. Now Lindahl brings it in.
Nice
puck
pass.
outside the near circle. Head out, back behind the goal. Trying to pull it away. That puck in the far corner. Now, back behind the goal. Garbady trying to feed it out in front. That comes right back. Battle in the near corner. Colwich trying to get to it. Right back
She
behind
had
the
her
goal.
going.
Wrap around, it's tipped, and a goal.
Is that Cadence?
Trying to see. Believe that was indeed Secreto.
She's playing, I don't know if she was playing up, but she was behind the net. Fake going to the other side.
Yeah, that was Secreto with the goal.
Fake going to the other side and got the goalie moving and then put it off the inside pipe on a wraparound. That is a big league. That's why they call her Cadence McCourt. She's nice move.
But she's had a goal before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That pull back, top of the far circle. Metz trying to get to it. That into the neutral. And right out in front. And Johns with a save. Almost not helped by friendly fire there.
Man, we are a little relaxed.
And knocked in along the far boards. Gordon trying to get to it. Weinrich trying to pull it in. That puck outside the far circle. Now ahead, trying to get it to Hung. Intercepted and brought in by Manone, but offside the call with 8:28 left to go here. So 10-2, Michigan with the lead. Face off in the near face off circle. Gordon versus the Minchuk. Puck back, moved across, grabbed and fired ahead. Here comes Carr. Carr trying to get it over to Gordon. Carr takes it into the slot. Shot there and covered up by Tracy.
Got blocked and she carried it through.
8:17 left to go here in the third. Face off in the far face off circle. That to Tracy's right. Castle in to take the face off. Dilla on the other side. They're getting a whole bunch of people involved in face-offs. And as a shot in along the near boards. Trying to feed it. Metz into the near corner. Dilla back to get to it. Dilla in along the end boards. That puck outside the near circle. Clark with it. Clark trying to get it out. Held in by Metz at the near point. Metz with the shot. And a goal!
Now that
Metz puts it in.
That could be. They going to give it to her?
I didn't think it was out in front.
Yep. That's her first.
That would be Matt's first goal as a Wolverine. At 7:57, that makes it 11-2. And at this point, Coach Ned can say, ye of little faith did not think we'd get to 11.
Yeah.
And I am proven wrong.
I write that stuff down, baby.
Phillips has it in along the near boards. As that gathered, chipped into the far corner. McGough has it. Coming along the far boards, trying to dig it out of there. Still battling, loose on that far circle. Now a little hooking going on there. Puck in along the end boards, trying to fire it out in front. Michigan gets it to the blue line. Held in by Cram there. Cram with the shot, deflected out in front. Good defense back over there by Phillips, moving it into the neutral zone. Picked up by trying to get to Adilla, now moved in along the boards. Now grabbed, coming into the zone. There's Kalis with a shot, and that goes into the far corner.
That would have been her first.
Still loose on that far circle, back into the far corner.
I may not have enough
Trying to come along with it is Schaub. Now Phillips outside the near circle. You can just give it to him at the old Puckers game if you need to.
Ooh,
and
good.
puck comes in along the far boards. Malashevsky with it into the far corner. Malashevsky
Oh,
out in
that's
front.
a goal.
And that's a goal. As that, I believe, is Farrell who put it in. It is indeed. That is her second goal of the game, I believe.
I told them that you said they wouldn't get 11, and now look what's happening.
Well, that is 100% my fault at 6:51.
Well, we'll have you do it every game.
Oh, no, that's right. She had the pass over to Malashevsky. So that is her first goal
You
today.
running out of space?
Well, I can always find a new sheet of paper, but indeed. That back, Ceballos moves it across. So it's 12-2, Michigan with the lead with 6:44 left to go. As the puck coming ahead down the near boards, here comes Dominchek with a shot that gets deflected into the far corner by Kolwich. Into the near corner it goes. Trying to pull it away. Still digging. Here comes Cummings. Cummings feeds it ahead. That tip by Malashevsky. She's racing back trying to get to it. Weinrich has it. She'll go back behind her goal from the far side to the near side. Weinrich feeding it in along the near boards. Held in. Good job by Farrell. Now it's poked out into the neutral zone. Down the far boards. Here comes Kolwich. Kolwich gains his own. Now that puck brought the other direction by Aquinas with 6:06 left to go. Dominchek trying to drive it deep into the Michigan zone. Back behind, Ceballos feeds it down the near boards. Trying to hold it in was Lindbeck. And down the near boards. Here comes Ceballos over on blue line, over center ice. Ceballos gains the zone. Ceballos trying to leave it for Garbetti. That chip back into the neutral zone. And bringing it ahead is Brousseau back deep into the far corner. Secreto has it there. She'll bank it off of the far board. Now chip back, held in is Weinrich. Working hard, but here comes Lindahl. One-on-one, Lindahl onto the near circle. Lindahl moves it over and a shot at a goal. What a pass!
And
what
unloaded.
A pass and a
she
finish.
Unloaded the finish on that. Is that Ricky Bobby?
That is Bobby, and that was
beautiful
a beautiful
one-time pass.
and just a.
Oh, Bobby is a character. She's an athlete. That was great, man. And the good news is, because it's the 13th goal, there wasn't a lot of selly. They're not going back through the line or anything.
Yeah.
What a finish. Wow.
That was something special. Like to see that.
I like to see our captain giving it to somebody like that.
Absolutely. In along the far boards, trying to sweep it in deep as Wallace.
I feel sorry for a goalie that's got to come out frozen.
Metz coming down. Bobby trying to knock it down, top of the near circle of her own zone, feeding it down the near boards, back into the neutral zone. Cram has it at center ice.
Heads
Cram
up.
lifts it. Ooh, that was dangerous as that one just over the crossbar. Cram has a rifle. She is
strong.
And she moves fast for a strong player. And puck picked up by Secreto. Secreto trying to weave her way through as that sent ahead. Gathered up, coming ahead the other direction is Manon. Manon over center. Manon trying to put it back deep. That puck loose.
Penalty.
As here comes a penalty. And
it should be on them for a cross check. Oh, roughing.
Roughing is the call.
I thought she was going to get a cross check. Instead of first goal. It's been a long day. I'm frozen.
It happens. It happens.
Got to go home and erase that one.
Do you have something that can pull the ink off of a puck?
Yeah, I do.
Besides sandpaper?
A graffiti remover.
Nice. Are those Mr. Clean
3,
magic erasers
4
there?
for the weekend, right? Yes.
Third one, I think that was Tim.
No.
As that puck in along the end boards, trying to pull it away. Now back to the blue line, coming ahead, moved over by Secreto. And a goal by Farrell, picking up the upper
glove side
corner.
Yeah. Now this is a correct-sided goalie, so that's something they're used to doing, and she went right up over that blocker.
So that's a power play goal. I think we're 3 for 3 on the power play.
She's got a rifle, and that she's not tall, goalie. So
that is her second one. So I guess double check to make sure that that was a hat trick. But I was pretty darn sure Hung got a hat trick. Her father seemed to have a little thought it was
reservation, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be perfect for me to go in with a hat trick puck when it wasn't.
Yeah, that would be my bad. So
that would be my bad too.
In along the near boards, there's a shot by out. That's in along the far boards. Since that was Carr with the shot.
She had the far side and then got nailed.
Phillips gets it and then gives it, then gets it back, coming down the near boards with 3:29 left to go. Now here comes
Of course, this
Hong.
would make it.
Yep, phew. That would be another shot by Gordon coming the other direction. So you could check with Riley really quickly to see, I guess, if it was a hat trick.
I'm going to step
Yep,
off.
absolutely. 13-12 left to go here in the third. 14-2, Michigan with the lead. Puck in along the near boards, trying to pull it out of there. Right in front, that pulled away by Ferris. Ferris coming down the far boards. Ferris trying to bring it ahead. And over to Dilla. Dilla into the zone. Dilla outside the far circle. Cram knocks that away. Picked up by Carr. Carr coming right back behind underneath the near circle. Is that coming back to the blue line? Ceballos moved it over. Now coming right in. Here comes Carr as she tries to sneak it back behind. And a good job by Aquinas to get it out of there.
It was behind her.
So,
Okay, so I've been corrected. We can't hear the scorekeeper. Apparently, that was not a hat trick for Ava.
Well, I feel
Manami
bad.
tipped it.
So Gordon put it in. I saw Gordon go down, but I thought she went down to get away from it and didn't tip it. But the official was right there, so forgive me. But 3 goals on the weekend still for Hong.
No, yep.
So, and I had you waste the puck there. Forgive me.
No, I can erase that one too.
Face off in the near face-off circle with 2:22 left to go here. As Kalis has it. Back to the far point. Now back to Kalis. Eye slot. Kalis trying to skate over in along the far boards. Kalis coming. Far circle. Shot there and save. 2:07 left to go here. 14-2. It's 2 field goals versus a safety here.
Part of the problem
Or
is
2 touchdowns
now that we're
versus
so
a
far
safety.
ahead, they're not going through the shaking,
Doing the handshake and the
shake
you're
and
right.
the bench,
You're
so
right.
you can't tell who scores. We don't have great seats, and
It's not too bad, but that's all right.
No.
In along the far boards. Again, I have the officials have the best view of it. So coming ahead with it, here comes the Saints coming down as Ike trying to fire it back deep. Puck into the far corner. Forgive me, that was Clay. Clay trying to take it back behind the Michigan goal, firing it out in front, and Johns with the save.
Oop.
1:39 left to go here. (14-2), Michigan with the lead. That puck held in. That'll go into the near corner. Trying to dig it out of there. Is down the near boards, back into the neutral
Nice
zone.
pass.
Fed ahead. Racing for it. Outside the near circle. Malashevsky gets it to the blue line. Now over to Metz. Metz. Over. Tipped by
nice.
Farrell. Trying to get to it. Is that back and on the near circle. Trying to come away down the near boards is the Minchek with 1:07 left to go. That shot saved by Johns.
that's the 5th shot for them of the period. We're only at 18.
So 1:03 left to go here. It's 14-2. Michigan outscoring when they first got together. It was 11-0. Down the near boards, coming ahead. Here comes Cummings. Cummings gains the zone. Cummings with the shot. That's saved by Tracy and dive by Tracy.
Good play. Good save.
49 seconds left to go here in the third.
Patented Katie Cummings shot. Rifled it through.
Face-off in the far face-off circle is that puck into the far corner. Cummings takes it back behind, trying to feed it ahead to Malashevsky. Puck in along the near boards. 40 seconds left to go. McGough trying to hold it in at the near point. That puck gets passed into the neutral zone. Cram trying to feed it ahead, right into the Michigan zone. Down the far boards, here comes Malashevsky. Malashevsky, top of the far circle. Trying to get it to Cummings, and that tipped away. Here comes Cram. Now feeding it. Weinrich has it. Weinrich gains his own. Weinrich onto the near circle. Shot there. Good save by Johns. 17 seconds left to go. Puck in along the near boards. Michigan trying to get one more chance. Coming down. And puck into the near corner. Garbetti trying to get to it. That'll go back to the blue line. Controlled. 3, 2, 1. That will do it as Michigan wins 14-2.
18 shots for us this period versus 6 for them. This number's too big for me to add up for. We're looking at 60-some shots.
So we want to thank Riley Knopfsinger for spending a little time during the break with us. Of course, my camera person, Christina Wiseman, Coach Nick Lisson, our color commentator. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you very much. Remember, 8 o'clock at Yost Ice Arena on the 1st, so that Monday after Thanksgiving is going to be the old Puckers.
Next time I see these guys, old Puckers.
Absolutely.
That'll be scary. I mean, playing versus practicing, yeah.
So we want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you for cheering. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving, everybody. We really, really appreciate your support of all these teams. We will be back on the 1st at latest. We're going to try and have a Pioneer men's hockey game on that Sunday after Thanksgiving if we can manage it. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care and good.